Reality is painful. And I'm basing this off my experience. A lot of things you got to go through, different things that are all painful. You know, in the winter, it gets really cold around here. Other times of the year, you hear dogs barking, and it's just sometimes it can be an annoying sound. But a lot of these seasons that we go through, like in the winter I just mentioned, all the trees' leaves just are shriveled up, and they're gone by the winter. These chemicals and freezing air, the trees can't survive through it, except maybe like the pine trees. Very little amount of trees can survive in this part, maybe unless you're in Florida or somewhere south, somewhere warm. But then say it comes to spring, all right, so we got some trees coming back, right? Well, guess what? Now someone wants to cut down a tree, right? So that's more pain. When you're connected to the trees, you feel that pain. But I mean, that's the whole point. I've gotten mad, I've gotten angry, I've complained, I've whined, and all that stuff. It really doesn't do you any good. And I've come to this mindset that reality is just painful, because I do like to see the trees start to grow back. But I know in the back of my mind, there's going to be other problems that come up. And I'm really enjoying it. I like to take it in. I don't take things for granted. I don't take a clear day for granted. I don't take blue skies for granted. I enjoy it, but I know that at some point, realistically, there's going to be an entire layer, multiple layers of cloud coverage, of chemtrails, of nasty chemicals that are terrible for you. And it's going to be all over the sky. So I can't have that mindset that this is just going to happen. I mean, it's just painful. How do you protect something that's good? We haven't. It hasn't happened. So that's what I like to get through. Is just to show you that all the good things you see and you experience in this life, well, I find it to be temporary. Because look at this. Look at this tree. See that's not like that in the winter. In January, it's not like that. I have reasons to think that next January it's not going to be like that. I can try it with all my might to try to make the frequencies align in a balanced way, but they're going to figure out a way to make it cold, and all these trees all the leaves for the most part are going to be falling off. If you disagree with me, I'd like to hear it. I'd like to have a nice conversation with you about it. But that's how it is. And it's undeniable because you see it happen right in front of your eyes. So the point I'm saying is, yes, wintertime, death. I mean, death to the trees. But at the same time, there's other problems that happen in the spring and summer. Just because the trees are out doesn't mean there aren't any problems. And I've dealt with frustration. I've dealt with these things. Frustration of how things are. But the whole point of this right here is to show you that part of this reality is just pain. This is pain. So don't take things for granted. When you have let me walk back here. When there is something that's good, if you find a garden of trees and you are immersed in that garden or whatever it is, if it's a clear day out, the sun's out, it's warm, and you're enjoying it, you see the leaves on the trees start growing. Don't take it for granted, because things are precious, things move, things come to an end, and things also come back. So just know that. I don't think I have much else to say. But that right there is something that I thought of, and like I've said before, when I have ideas, when I come up with an idea during the day, I tend to make a video about it. See, look at that tree right behind me. It's not, a couple months ago, it's not like that. So another thing I'll end on this. Don't be overly optimistic about how things are. Be balanced. Don't get too upset or frustrated either, because it'll come back. Good things will come back. I'm not really sure if I can think of anything else, but I think that's about it right now. Frustration is a major theme I've dealt with, and learning how to deal with it. Not being just so pessimistic and down about how things are, because it's reality. It's taught me that the good things that I've seen, they go away, and then you find yourself in this cycle of frustration, and then you just got to accept it and know that things will get better. Things will get better. There's also suppression. A lot of suppression when I'm stuck inside of a room for a long time. When I hear an airplane fly above me and I'm trying to speak above it so it's not going to distract me from what I'm trying to say, stuff like that. When I have to stop at a stoplight, when I have to be suppressed in any way, that's where it can become extremely frustrating, because you want to push through and grow in whatever area you're seeking. You want growth. Nature likes to grow. At the same time, it gets destroyed at times. Be realistic about it. It's not fun. I hate it, but I have to accept it, because I've seen over and over how the trees don't stay in the winter. The green leaves on the trees, they don't stay in the